Bianca did not have any hands on that. He was not. She was not, and she will never be. Bianca epitomizes what Ojukwu represents in Igbo land, and because of her presence, we are not forgetting our past hero in a haste.
Yes.
And bordering on how Samonapa was, invited by Finland government to explain fundraising he started recently. We've not seen Bianca's involvement. If Tinubu invites Bianca to work in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, it's because of his previous designation given to him during Jonathan and Tinubu administration. She had experience. She was staying in faraway London, representing a NNPC offshore office in London previously. So that's why she has the experience, and Tinubu was like, want to use experienced people to manage our foreign affairs ministry. I don't know what I understand. So Bianca being part of Tinubu administration is not an abomination. I think Tinubu is needed to employ more experienced Igbos in his administration. He has no hand on Simon Ekpa's ordeal. I'm telling you the fact.
Okay,
actually,
Bianca is not hand
at all.
Okay.
At all. She doesn't have hand on that. Bianca know what it means to at least releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Bianca actually know that what Simon Ekpa is agitating for all over the world is for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And again, importance of emancipation of Biafra. Biafra can never ever be stopped by even Bianca herself, because Bianca actually is smaller, much smaller than Biafra. She was born during the first quest for Biafra emancipation by her husband Chukwuemeka Jim Ojukwu, the Odumegwu Ojukwu. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is that Biafra is bigger than Bianca Bianca Ojukwu. Biafra is bigger than all the Nigerian government officials presently. Biafra is bigger than all of them.
Yeah.
Biafra is bigger than this current Nigeria. Biafra was 500 years ago, before 1914 declaration of Nigeria as a nation.
Yes.
Nigeria is a small boy now where Biafra is. Nigeria is not up to a school boy, a student. Nigeria is just a toddler born yesterday, 110 years ago. Biafra was there before exploration. The explorers from Spain, the Spaniards, explorers from Portugal, the Portuguese, the explorers from Britain, the British. Biafra has been. We even agitated, the ancient Igbos for emancipation of Biafra. How many centuries ago? So Ojukwu's wife is not behind Simon Ekpa's ordeal. No, I don't believe. And most of us, the Igbos, well-knowledge Igbos who have actually acknowledged the meaning of Biafra emancipation, we don't believe that Ojukwu's wife has hand on this. It was federal government of Nigeria that are working around the clock to make sure that Ekpa was, is abducted from Finland. And they tried many times, more than 7 times, to kidnap him using many terrorists, many kidnappers, many agents, private security, forces to abduct Ekpa from Finland into Nigeria, for prosecution. But I'm telling you that what Ekpa is doing is right. When somebody is agitating for Biafran nation, is not an abomination. Somebody is agitating for emancipation of his nationality, it's not an abomination. It is his own, fundamental right to do so. It is my fundamental right to do so. I won't be forced to be in Nigeria. It is not possible. I don't want to be in Nigeria. Nigeria is not good. It's not a good country. There are many people, there are some persons that are benefiting from the Commonwealth, and the benefit thereof is not constitutional. They are embezzlers, stealing the money, Commonwealth of the country that belongs to everybody. Those Commonwealth belongs to us. I don't understand. Public fund, they siphon it. Public entrepreneur, they manage it by themselves. They rip off the gains and they go home with it. So what are we doing here? We are nothing. We are not benefiting anything. My children are paying for their school fees. So what is it that I'm benefiting now? I'm paying my tax here. Don't see the tax. They are reading budget, annual expenditure, budget in trillions. They don't use it for utilization. They don't utilize it for public establishment or infrastructural amenities in Nigeria. They don't utilize the money. They are going to count and read budget now. As I'm talking to you, read one. After reading the budget, the money will disappear, and they are going to borrow more money from IMF from China, from Paris Club, and so on and so forth. We are not seeing any result so far. So what is it? I don't want to be here. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to be here. That was what Nnamdi Kanu was saying. So it is our right, civil right, to agitate for emancipation of Biafra. And I want to tell you that truly, nobody, even Bianca Ojukwu, has the willpower, the prerogative to tarnish the image of Biafra.
Nigeria out of this present dilemma. That's what Obasanjo is talking about. But you know that those who are employed as attack dogs will not have anything to feast on. So they are seeing Obasanjo as somebody they can feast on, and that is why they are feasting on him. I don't think that the federal government have the capacity to go to the extent or even thinking of arresting a personality like Matthew Olusegun Obasanjo, former civilian president, former military head of state, a renowned international statesman, respected all over the world. Well, Obasanjo might be having a deep preservation that Nigeria as a nation might come to an end one day. And the labor of our heroes past will now be what in vain. I think based on that note, he is clamoring for justice and national reorientation in all spheres of Nigerian life sector, especially leadership. Leadership is paramount because they dictate the direction of any nation. If any nation should be able to move forward, it is centered on leadership. Like Obasanjo saw what was coming under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. He knows that this man has nothing to cover, and I think to an extent, he wants Nigerians to go for competence. He single-handedly advocated for Obi presidency. Obi won. Till today, that election, people are still saying that Obi actually won that election. Atiku repeated it very often. So many people said it. People are calling immediately. Donald Trump emerged the 47th president of the United States of America. People are already calling for the resignation of Yakubu Mahmoud. Obasanjo also told that line because these institutions that have destroyed democracy instead of promoting democracy. Judiciary is there. Most of the people that destroyed some of the structures, political structures, leadership in our respective states are occupying the position of Attorney General of the Federation, Chief Justice of the Federation of Nigeria, so many positions in that. Those who rigged and rigged leadership out of Nigeria are still in the INEC till today. So, since Obasanjo have clamored for the resignation of Mahmoud Yakubu, do you think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will listen to Obasanjo?
And he has already made it very clearly that Yakubu is going in, that the Yoruba man is going to occupy that position, because the reason is that, the guy is putting his structures ahead of 2027. Do you even want to go for second term? No doubt about that. That's what makes him a politician, But the thing is that the people will also go in that direction. If you move in that direction, of course, definitely he's going to win. But the North have already started issuing their deep reservations as a result of some policies that has to do with
his state. He is supposed to provide the arms for the youth of his state to go into the bush, start disaliving Boko Haram, kidnappers, Fulani headers, and other miscreants in his state. Gumi should take that advice back to his state. Not Igbo land. We are not fools. Igbo man can never stoop so low, taking an advice from a man that has been befriending bandits for the past 10 years.
You are right. Sheikh Gumi was called the spokesman of the bandits at a particular time in Nigeria. But over the weekend, 20 Imams were killed by Boko Haram. Even yesterday, 22 again soldiers were killed again by Boko Haram. The advice that is given to Tinubu on the Igbos, shouldn't he direct that same advice to his own people?
Yes, you see it. Someone might be in the middle of water, accusing others they are the one that they deny him, space to sprinkle water on his soap, pruned, face. The soap has entered his eyes. He is in the middle of water. Instead of using the waters, to watch off his face, he's still accusing people that they should provide water for him to do that, while he is in the middle of the river. Sheikh Gumi has not been able to tell us reasons why he has this kind of hate for southern Nigeria in its entirety. Sheikh Gumi does not hate only Igbo, because I can see how Boko Haram, kidnappers, headers has taken over the whole Yoruba forest recently. And Sheikh Gumi is giving Tinubu such advice. Why not advise Tinubu to provide arms for sophisticated work, for Amoteku outfits, security outfit, to go after those people, those miscreants from north, bandits, Boko Haram, in Yoruba forest and highlands. It is right time to provide some solution to Bola Tinubu, not advising Igbo youth at least to begin to kill themselves, when it is obvious that recently Boko Haram and the bandits has disallowed over 200 people in the north, the region from where Sheikh Gumi hails from. So it is right time for us to see the hypocrisy of the northern elites, of those Islamic extremists. Their hypocrisy has been detected by us, not today, not last year, but of many years. We have actually understand that these are the hypocrites that have succeeded on destroying Nigeria. It is high time for a new Nigeria to emerge. A new Nigeria whereby the youths, the elites, should start to have new reorientation, begin new reorientation, not new orientation, reorientation of new way of reasoning and thinking. That the Fulanis are bent on dividing the Southerners, destroying the Southerners, so that they will subjugate them to slavery and all manners of servilities. How could you just provide this kind of advice to Igbo youths? To turn Igbo land a killing zone, a killing street, a killing field. He has not succeeded on that advice because no Igbo man could ever buy into it.
So,
what my advice is saying now is that to the Igbos and the Yorubas, a stitch in time saves 9. Work together, forget about selfish interests, understand that we are same people that have been living in the southern Nigeria for many years before the incursion of the Fulani Islamization that has gripped Ilorin for how many years? From Ilorin, they are expanding their Islamization tentacles to Ochun, Oyo, and Ogun states. Southern Nigeria, which is largely occupied by the Igbos and the Yoruba, again, I warn, a stitch in time saves 9. Come together as Igbo and Yorubas, begin to pally together, work together, and find out the kind of crafts and the scheming the Fulanis are using to subjugate you.
But we've seen how Yoruba groups are now getting the Sharia law. Who do you think may be behind this Sharia law that is causing controversy in the southwestern part of Nigeria?
I will tell you. The people that are behind Sharia law is number 1, Sheikh Gumi. Number 2, Bacha Ahmad. Number 3, El Rufai.
In Yoruba land?
I'm telling you, they are funding the Sheikh Imam, the chairman of Council of Imam in Southwest. That Ekitiman, I don't understand. They are funding them to convince them so that they will instill Sharia court or panel in Southwest, an abomination. Southwest is made up of 65 Christians. Are you listening to me? For 35 Muslims. How could you do that? If you establish Sharia panel in the Southwest, what about the worshippers of Shango or Rumila and so on and so forth?
The Yoruba traditionalists, what do you expect them to establish here as law? They have rules and regulations and their own laws, and we must allow them to be. What about the Christians that have occupied the large portion of this region of Southwest? They will reenact their own laws. Christians have laws of tradition. Mosaic law is there, and there's the kind of law we have as Pentecostal Christians now. We shouldn't allow it. I'm an Igbo man. We shouldn't allow Sharia court, Sharia judgment, Sharia rules and regulations in Southwest. A stitch in time saves 9. This was how they come like water in Turkey. Turkey was feeling reluctant and docile until it has taken over the whole Turkey today. Today in Turkey, Turkey has become an Islamic country, which made the EU to what? Excommunicate, not only excommunication, but banish Turkey from EU member nation.
Finally, as we are closing, final thoughts here. Simon Ekpa, is it the problem of the insecurity in Nigeria? Bola Ahmed Tinubu was very happy that he was arrested by the Finnish authorities. Is Simon Ekpa the problem of Nigeria? I mean, the type of insecurity.
The arrest of
and Nzogo, they have among them we are about 4 Yorubas, but at the end of the day they call it Igbo King. Then watch out NSAS, because Igbos too we are involved. They call it Igbo's platform to end the Tinubu career of presidency. No, see, anything that happened that Igbos are involved, they always end it by putting it on the head of Igbo. So this time around, I'm using this opportunity, just like this chief have said, Iwana one have said, yes, stay away from anything. You, if you are an Igbo man, if you are a Biafra, stay away in anything that happened between the Yorubas and the Fulanis. They are Nigeria, and they are the ones that have contributed to the problem that is going on in this country.
Even during the protest of hunger protest, the Igbos did not refuse to show up, because they said if they show up, everything will be put on their head. So they say that they want to destroy Lagos. You don't agree that the Igbos seem not to be interested in Nigeria programs and policies anymore?
It is a sign and it is a strong message to Nigeria that Igbos are coming, and they are now coming to their senses. They are now realizing what is actually going on in this country. No, before many Igbos did not believe, but now they are coming to believe. Yes, NSAS and Igbo. Anything that happens, Igbos will suffer it. So look at 2023 election. Just because Igbo man defeated Tinubu here in Lagos, look at what they suffer. So if you go all through all these things, is it the only Igbos that voted for Obi? No. Yorubas as well voted. Hausas, middle, but everyone, voted. Calabas. But at the end of the day, Igbos are the ones that suffer the loss. So it is the high time that they quit from anything pertaining or involved or Nigeria. It is the high time that Igbo should quit. It's just like the upcoming protest. They are saying they want to protest again in this 2025 for coming April, this February 4. Igbo should not involve themselves. Not even your pin should be involved. Take away anything, even your farm. Your farm must not come out for protest. Even the rats in your house, let them stay away. Let Yoruba Hausa go ahead and do what they have been doing, because they are the ones that have destroyed this country. Destroy Nigeria.
Why do you say so?
Because they are the ones that have been ruling. They are the ones that have been controlling the economy. They are the ones that have been calling themselves minister of this, minister of that, president this and president that. If you did not mention Yoruba man, you mention a Fulani man. So they are the ones that have been ruling. You understand? Did you see Igbo man there? No. So they are the ones that made Nigeria the way it is.
And then what is it the Igbos can do? So for example, people like Opudogima is leader of the Igbos and is in the APC. People like that, do you think that they can bring the Igbos to the mainstream politics?
The question is this: are there Igbos? Are there the choice of Igbos? You make him. Now the same people that are Yoruba, Fulani, Hausa, that
problem of Nigeria are the one that impose those such set of people on us, and the same you people that call them the good leaders in the Igbo. We, the Biafrans, did not see them as leader. We know who is our leader, and our leader is nobody but Master Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. All these ones that you people are saying, we know not them, because you people impose them on us. We don't know them. They are your tools, they are your material. You are the one using them. We are not using them. They are not speaking for us, they are speaking for you people, because they are serving you people.
People like like they said, for all those governors, somebody said that those governors, Fulani might use them to bring Sharia law to the eastern part of Nigeria. What are your opinions about that?
That is the reason why we are saying they are not our leader. They are not speaking for us. They are Fulani.
But you elected. Was elected by you. So the second term.
Point of correction, no. Even from the first and the second time, nobody voted for him. It was the vote of usual, rigging of election, imposing unwanted on those that they want. You know, we don't want to oppose them, but Nigeria, Fulani, and Yoruba impose them on us. You understand? Because of this wickedness, because of this evil that they intend to bring, to introduce in Igbo land, called Sharia. You know, if they eventually finally are succeeding in the West, the next thing they will use these same people, that's the same way they are using them now, to kill my brothers, our brothers, you understand, and their own brothers. That is the same way they will use Sharia to reduce them the more. And out of their own selfish interest and foolishness, they will definitely buy the idea. Because to them, they feel that their own children is safe and they themselves are safe. But they should know this. One day, the same Fulani will come after you. Even if they do not come now, your generations, they will still come after them if they succeed in wiping your current brothers.
A full an Igbo man was made the chief imam in Abuja Central Mosque. We saw it, and an Igbo man also is the new is the legal advisor to the Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs in Nigeria under the leadership of Osokan Sokoto. Are you not afraid that with the way Islam is coming to the eastern part of Nigeria, Sharia law may follow it to the southeastern part of Nigeria?
My brother, all this is a political movement and political propaganda. All this is a politics that Nigeria is playing. You understand? To show to the people of the outside the world or outside Nigeria that we are still together, we are still one, whereas we are not. You know, but they cannot fool they can fool some, but they cannot fool all. Like me, they cannot fool me. Those ones that give that position, they give it to them because those ones want to run their business freely in Nigeria. So that EFCC, DSS will not disturb them. Just the same way they are disturbing others that are not supporting, that are not following them. You understand? And let me tell you, those imam or whatsoever they call themselves, those ones that collect those titles, my brother, ask them if they come to family in the village, if they come east now, in a family meeting, family gathering, are they going to come up with that? They don't burn them well. It's not part of our culture, and it's not in our culture. We use broom and Kobok and Kotla chase them away. They themselves know. They cannot come in the midst of elders and tell me say them be man. And then they get one law called Sharia whatsoever. I will ask them, where did that one come from? Your ancestors, is that what your ancestors said to tell you or introduce to you? Where did you learn it? You know, you cannot bring strange things to our place and expect us to welcome it. It's not possible, my brother. So you see all those things is trash. Everything ends in Abuja or Sokoto whatsoever. Wherever they obtain it, it ends there.
So in one word, Sharia law is not possible in the eastern part of Nigeria.
Sharia law is not admitted. It's not welcome.
Okay, thanks so much for coming, Pastor. God bless you.
God bless you too.